Hello friends and welcome to Unacademy UPSC Current Affairs, and I am Joicy Joy, and today under the current polity of the day we will be discussing about Rajya Sabha. So this is the topic of discussion for today. Welcoming you all once again to Unacademy. Let's get started. So wishing you all a very happy new year from Unacademy, from team Unacademy, and let's get started. Before that, little bit about the courses that we provide at Unacademy. Ankit Sharma, good evening Ankit. Rohit Rajput, hey Jai Hind ma'am. Jai Hind Rohit. How are you all? I hope you are all doing good. So let's get started. Little bit about the courses that we provide at Unacademy. So considering the date of your prelims, June 27th, 2021, we have designed the 6 months crash course. So the 6 months crash course will be to enable you to give the 2021 prelims. Preetam Kumar, good evening Preetam. Hi. So the 6 months crash courses for your 2021 prelims, and this crash course is available bilingual in Hindi and also in English. So these are the three formats where this is available, and this features of this crash course, this is aimed at covering 100% of your prelim syllabus before your prelims. The top educators from Unacademy would be handling the sessions. There will be prelims test series along with the analysis. PDF study material will be given to you. There will be dedicated doubt clearing sessions and also for your interview preparations. So these are the features. And apart from the 6 months courses, we also have courses for 1 year and 2 years. 1 year courses and 2 year courses, and all these are available bilingual in Hindi and also in English. And this is the 2 year course. Unacademy is also coming out with a combo offer. So the combo offer is your plus subscription and the optionals, or you can go for iconic subscription and the optionals. So these combo offers are also available. I'll give you the details, and these are the fee details of the combo offer. So if you are going for a plus subscription and optionals, the 12-month subscription fee would be 70,103. 24 months it is 99,680, and for 36 months it's 1,21,200. If you are going for an iconic subscription and the optionals, then 12 months fee would be 88,705. 24 months it will be 1,31,510. 36 months it is 1,67,220. So these are the fee for subscribing, and you can use my referral code, which is Joicy10, Joicy10, and you will get a extra 10% off on the courses to which you subscribe to. And this is regarding our iconic subscription. The iconic subscription, apart from the features available on Plus platform, you will be getting additional features like you will be connected to your personal coach, that is your mentor. You will be able to access the mains test series along with the evaluation. You would be getting a customized study planner, study booster sessions, high intensity workshops, daily answer writing practice, and daily content. So these are the features of your iconic subscription. Now this is my code, referral code Joicy10, Joicy10, and you will be able to get a additional 10% offer. So you can use my referral code and you will get an additional 10% offer on the courses to which you subscribe to. So this is once again regarding the combo offers. Bhavik Batra, namaste. Namaste Bhavik, and Rajput. Hi Rajput. Rohit Rajput. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. So let's first see what is the current affair. So current affair is that the Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. It is also the council of states. Upper house and the council of states. So the Rajya Sabha, or the upper house or the council of states, sat for just 33 days in 2020, which is the lowest ever tally of sittings in a year. In the year 2020, there were only 33 days in which the members of Rajya Sabha met in the upper house. So this is the news. and this is the lowest ever sittings in a year. So this is the lowest ever, and there were discussions and debates regarding the productivity of the parliament. Productivity of the parliament. So this is one point you can mention about the productivity of parliament, because the Rajya Sabha being the upper house of the parliament, they sat only for 33 days, which means the productivity was very low, and this is the lowest ever. And there were only 3 other occasions when the upper house sittings were below 50 days in a year. So in the past there were only 3 times when the sittings of the upper house, that is Rajya Sabha, was less than 50 days. Now in the year 1999 it was 48 days, in 2004 and 8 it was 46 each, but this is the recorded lowest, 33 days. Both sessions of the parliament, that is the budget session and the monsoon session, had to be cut short due to COVID-19 pandemic. This was the reason. Because of COVID-19 pandemic, the budget session and the monsoon session of the parliament had to be cut short. As per an analysis by Rajya Sabha Secretariat, the limited number of sittings did not hurt the productivity. So according to Rajya Sabha Secretariat, they say that even though the sittings were less, the number of days they met were less, it did not hurt the productivity of the Rajya Sabha, the upper house. Now let's discuss about Rajya Sabha in detail. So the parliament, this is a very important point, and this has also been a previous year prelims question. So what are the components of Indian parliament? The Indian parliament consists of the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha and the President of India. So these are the 3 components: Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the President of India. They together constitute the Parliament of India. Lok Sabha is the lower house, where elections are held directly. Rajya Sabha is the upper house or the council of states, and the president, the nominal head of the country, nominal head of the government. Now Rajya Sabha is termed as upper house of the parliament and also termed as house of elders, and it's also council of states. Why? Because to be a Rajya Sabha member, minimum age should be more than that in case of Lok Sabha. Now maximum strength is 250. So this is the maximum strength of Rajya Sabha. 238 representing the states and the union territories, and 12 are nominated by the president. So there are 12 Rajya Sabha members who are nominated by the president. Currently the strength of Rajya Sabha is 245, 229 representing states and 12 nominated by the president. So and 4 representing the union territory. So 229 plus 4 plus 12. Next, it is empowered to protect the interest of the state. Now we know that in India we have a federal structure. So we follow a federal structure in India. That means we have the union government and the state governments. So we have a federal structure which is a cooperating and coordinating federalism, which means states and union, they work in cooperation and coordination with each other. And in order to protect the interest of the state, we have the Rajya Sabha. Why? Because the Rajya Sabha is council of states. That means the states will be sending their representatives to the Rajya Sabha. Elections are held indirectly. So state governments will or the states will actually send their representatives to the Rajya Sabha to protect the interest of the states. So it is empowered to protect the interest of states and union territories if there is an interference by the center in their work. So if the central government interferes to protect the interest of the states, Rajya Sabha is created. So it is a council of states. Now let's come to the election to Rajya Sabha. Very, very important. So as we have said, it is a representation of states. So how is states being represented in Rajya Sabha? the members are elected by the elected members of State Legislative Assembly by proportional representation by means of single transferable vote, which means the MLAs, members of legislative assemblies in the states, they elect their MPs to the Rajya Sabha. Whereas in case of Lok Sabha, the people directly elect the members to Lok Sabha. But in case of Rajya Sabha, the states, how they represent states, the MLAs or the members of legislative assemblies in the state, they send their representatives to the Rajya Sabha. Okay, through election. So it is elected, the election is conducted and the votes are done by the members of State Legislative Assembly by proportional representation by the means of single transferable vote. Representation of union territories in Rajya Sabha. How are union territories represented? Members are indirectly elected by members of an electoral college by proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. Now in case of UTs, union territories, the elections are also indirect, and how it is being conducted through an electoral college. And the union territories of Delhi, Puducherry, Jammu and Kashmir, they have representation in Rajya Sabha. Okay, so these are the only UTs which has representation in the Rajya Sabha. Delhi, Puducherry, Jammu and Kashmir union territories. And the population of the state is the factor that decides the representation of states in Rajya Sabha. That is, how many MPs, Rajya Sabha MPs from each state. So this number, this is not equal. So this is based on the population in the state. So it is according to the population of the state that the representation is decided. So depending on the proportion of population, the Rajya Sabha MPs will be selected or elected from the states. So population of the state is the factor that decides the representation of states in the Rajya Sabha. Now regarding nominated members, 12 of the members of Rajya Sabha are nominated by the President of the country. And on what basis is the nomination done? The people who are who have given contribution and those who are experts in the field of art, literature, science, social service, etc. So these are the areas based on which the President will make the nomination. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. It is called a continuing chamber. Why Rajya Sabha is a permanent body and it's called a continuing chamber? Because there is no dissolvement for Rajya Sabha, or Rajya Sabha does not dissolve, because the members, 1/3 of the members retire every 6 years. So term is 6 years. So after 2 years each, 1/3 will retire. So term of members is 6 years, but what happens is 1/3 of the members will retire every 2 years. So after every 2 years, the 1/3 of the members will keep changing, and in 6 years the whole members will be replaced. So it is a continuing chamber. It does not dissolve like the case of Lok Sabha. It's a permanent body, it's a continuing chamber. So there is retirement of 1/3 of members every 2 years, and therefore it's a continuing chamber, and the term of MPs of Rajya Sabha is 6 years. And the Vice President of India is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. So chairman is the Vice President. Deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha is one who is elected from among the members of Rajya Sabha. So deputy chairman is elected from the members. Article 84 Article 84 of the Constitution lays down the qualifications for membership of Parliament. So Article 84 provides for the qualifications and powers and functions. Let's come to the powers and functions of Rajya Sabha members and Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha enjoys equal powers with Lok Sabha in making ordinary law. So in making ordinary law or ordinary legislation, the powers of Rajya Sabha is equal to that of Lok Sabha. The President can convene a joint sitting of the two houses for resolving a deadlock. In case of an ordinary bill, if there is a deadlock, then a joint sitting can be convened by the President. So President convenes the joint sitting of the Parliament. Now regarding money bill. Regarding money bill, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha does not enjoy equal powers. So in case of a money bill can be introduced only in the Rajya Sabha. So money bill can be introduced only, money bill can be only introduced in the Lok Sabha. Sorry for the mistake. So it cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha. It can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Yes, the lower house or the Lok Sabha. So money bill cannot be introduced in Rajya Sabha. It can only be introduced in Lok Sabha, and also with the prior permission of the President. Okay, ministers are also taken from Rajya Sabha. So it is not that ministers come only from Lok Sabha. So in that case also Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha enjoy equal powers. The ministers can be drawn from Rajya Sabha as well. The members of the Rajya Sabha can exercise some control over the ministers by criticizing their policies, asking questions and moving motions, etc. Members of Rajya Sabha can exercise some control over the ministers. So members of Rajya Sabha can exercise control over the ministers by criticizing the policies, by asking questions, by moving certain motions, etc. Now here an important point is that no confidence motion can only be moved in the Lok Sabha, because no confidence motion. So this can be moved only in the Lok Sabha. Why? Because no confidence motion, it is to prove the confidence of the government in the House. Now the Council of Ministers, which is representing the government, Council of Ministers are held responsible to the Lok Sabha. So that is the reason no confidence motion can only be moved in the Lok Sabha. The elected members of Rajya Sabha, so elected members of Rajya Sabha along with the elected members of Lok Sabha and all state legislative assemblies elect the President of India. So Rajya Sabha has got a role in the election of President as well. Okay, members of state legislative assemblies, then members of Rajya Sabha and members of Lok Sabha, they together elect the President. And regarding Vice President, the members of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha together elect the Vice President of India. So in case of election of Vice President also, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha has equal powers. Now, power to declare a subject of state list as a subject of national importance lies with Rajya Sabha. Now, this is because Rajya Sabha is representing the states. It's a council of states. So, as you know, we have three lists in the constitution. One is the union list. Second is the state list. Third one is the concurrent list. So union list contains those items for which only the union government can make legislation. State list are those subjects for which only the state governments or the state legislatures can make the legislation. And concurrent list, both the union and the states can make legislation, but if there is an indifference or if there is a conflict of interest, then the union law will prevail. Now, a state list contains those items for which only the state governments can make the legislation. But Rajya Sabha can pass a resolution so that the union government can pass a law or a legislation which for a subject which is included in the state list. That is why we say that Rajya Sabha has the power to declare a subject of state list as national importance, subject of national importance. That is, if Rajya Sabha feels that a particular subject or a particular item falling under the state list is of national importance, then the law can be made by the union also. Power in respect of creation or abolition of all India service also lies with the Rajya Sabha. So, Rajya Sabha can create or abolish a all India service. That is also important. You can remember it this way because all India service is related to the federalism of the country, center-state relationship. Now, Rajya Sabha is also important component of federalism in protecting federalism because it's a council of state. It represents the state government or the state. Union Council of Ministers is collectively responsible before Lok Sabha and not Rajya Sabha. That is what we said. So, Council of Ministers at the Union level. Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, not to the Rajya Sabha. So, they are responsible to the Lok Sabha, the lower house. So these are the things about Rajya Sabha. It's a very important topic, especially for prelims. It can be confusing also, because every time you will get questions from fundamental rights, fundamental duties, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. All these are most important topics that the UPSC will always ask question from in the prelims examination. Okay, so this is it regarding Rajya Sabha. And this is once again regarding the biggest offer Unacademy is providing, the combo offer. Combo offer, it comes for UPSC CSE GS and optionals, or you can choose for iconic courses and the optional. If you are going for plus subscription and optional, 1 year subscription fee is 70,153. Again, UPSC CSE GS iconic plus optional, it is 88,705. You can apply my referral code, which is Joicy10, Joicy10, and you will get an extra 10% discount. So that is it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Stay blessed.